We live in a world drunk on the noise of effort. Everywhere you look, the message is the same. Grind harder, push longer, fight your way to the top. We have been trained to believe that exhaustion equals progress, that if you aren't collapsing at the finish line, you didn't run hard enough. But here is a question worth sitting with. What if the most successful people in history discovered something we buried? What if your dream life doesn't require more force? What if it requires a different frequency entirely? The Stoics were not philosophers hiding in caves. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire. He commanded armies. He carried the weight of millions on his shoulders. And in his private journal he wrote 4 words that cracked everything open. Confine yourself to the present. He noticed something we ignore. Fighting against life's current only exhausts you. The more you struggle, the further your goals drift. Think about sand. Squeeze it in your fist. Watch it pour through the cracks. Now hold it gently, open palm. It rests exactly where you want it. Manifestation, seen through Stoic eyes, has nothing to do with magic. It has everything to do with magnetism, becoming someone that life has no choice but to find. Look at water, the softest force on earth, yet it carves canyons through stone. It never argues with the rock. It simply moves around it, over it, through it, and eventually, the rock always surrenders. This is effortless power. This is the ancient secret. Today, I am sharing 10 Stoic rules that will end the chase forever. Rules that dissolve the invisible walls you keep running into. By the end of this, you will understand how to enter a current where success simply catches up to you. Before we step into this wisdom, hit that like button. It tells your own mind that today is different. Then type this sentence in the comments. I stop chasing, I start attracting. If this resonates, subscribe. It costs nothing but means everything as we build this path together. Do not just listen, feel this, and do not skip ahead, because the 10th rule is the lock and the key together. Let us begin. Rule 1. The art of detached desire. There is a strange law in human nature. The more desperately you need something, the further it runs from you. Think about it. Have you ever wanted someone to text you back so badly that you checked your phone every 30 seconds? And the more you checked, the more the phone stayed silent. Desperation has a scent. It leaks through your pores. It tells the world that you are incomplete, that you are lacking, that you are afraid, and fear repels, always. The Stoics practiced a concept called preferred indifference. Epictetus, who began life as a slave and ended it as one of history's most influential teachers, put it simply, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Now listen closely. This does not mean you should stop wanting a better life. It does not mean you should kill your ambition. It means you must stop needing the outcome to be happy. Imagine walking into a room full of strangers. If you show up terrified that people won't like you, you act strange, you try too hard, you laugh too loud, you push people away without ever understanding why. But if you show up thinking, I would like it if people enjoyed my company, but I am perfectly whole either way, something shifts, you relax, you become yourself, and yourself, that is the only version of you anyone actually wants to know. This is exactly how you must approach your goals. You must say to the universe, I would prefer success, but I do not require it for my peace. When you reach this state of detached desire, you stop broadcasting lack, you start broadcasting wholeness. And here is the paradox. Once you prove to yourself that you don't need the thing to be happy, the thing usually arrives. You become a container, ready to hold success without being destroyed by it. You stop being a hungry ghost. You start being a sovereign soul. Rule 2. Anchor yourself in now. Most people spend their entire lives in 2 places that do not exist, the past and the future. They are either mourning what went wrong yesterday or terrified of what might go wrong tomorrow, because their mind is scattered, their power is scattered. You cannot build a mansion while your attention is split across 50 different cities. The Stoics understood that your creative power lives only in this breath, only in this moment. If you are not present, you are not home when opportunity knocks. Seneca wrote, True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Think of your mind like a magnifying glass. If the glass is shaking, moving across 100 different spots, it cannot start a fire. It just throws weak light everywhere. But hold that glass perfectly still, focus it on a single point, and soon, smoke, heat, flame. Presence is magnetic, because presence is rare. In a world of distracted people scrolling while they eat, scrolling while they talk, scrolling while they live, a present person is a powerhouse. When you are fully present in your work, you produce excellence. When you are fully present with your loved ones, you create bonds that cannot break. When you are fully present in this moment right now, you actually absorb what is being said instead of letting it wash over you. Manifestation happens when you stop waiting for your real life to begin. Your real life is happening now, in the way you breathe, in the way you speak to the stranger at the store, in the way you handle the small task on your desk. Treat the present moment as sacred, and life will start giving you more moments worth celebrating. Stop living in the waiting room. Step into the arena of today. Rule 3. Let obstacles become fuel. Modern society sells us a dangerous lie. The lie is that a good life is a life without problems. Because of this lie, when something goes wrong, we think we have failed. The job falls through, the relationship ends, the plan collapses, and immediately we collapse with it. We get angry, we feel sorry for ourselves, we quit. But the Stoic view is fundamentally different. Marcus Aurelius wrote words that should be tattooed on your soul. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Read that again. The obstacle is not blocking your path. The obstacle is your path. Think about fire. Place a small candle in a strong wind. It flickers, it dies. But build a massive bonfire, and that same wind, it feeds the flames. It makes the fire grow stronger. The wind becomes fuel. You must become the bonfire. Every rejection is a chance to refine your character. Every setback is a chance to build resilience. Every closed door is a redirection towards something better. When you stop complaining about your problems and start asking, how can I use this? You become unstoppable. The universe stops sending obstacles to stop you. It starts sending them to train you. You are no longer a victim of fate. You become a partner with fate. If you are ready to flip the script, drop this in the comments right now. My obstacles are my teachers. Rule 4. Reclaim your inner kingdom. Stop for a moment. Think honestly. How many times today have you given your power away? You gave it to the driver who cut you off. You gave it to the comment that annoyed you. You gave it to the news that scared you. You gave it to the person who didn't respond the way you hoped. Piece by piece, you handed over the keys to your kingdom, and now you wonder why you feel drained. The Stoics taught that true power begins when you reclaim your inner authority. Epictetus put it simply, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We cannot control what the world throws at us, but we have total, absolute control over what those events mean to us. We choose the story, we choose the interpretation, we choose whether to be offended, frightened, or undisturbed. If your happiness depends on a certain bank balance, you are a slave. If your peace depends on a certain person's opinion, you are a puppet. And puppets do not manifest greatness. But when you decide that your internal state is your own responsibility, you become free. You become dangerous in the best way. Manifestation power flows from internal stability. When you are not constantly reacting to every little thing, you conserve your energy. You focus that energy on your vision. People gravitate toward those who have self-mastery. Opportunities flow to those who aren't rattled by the weather or the economy. Reclaim your keys today. Decide that no external event has the power to ruin your mood without your permission. When you are the boss of your own mind, you become the boss of your own destiny. Rule 5. The power of strategic stillness. In our culture, doing nothing feels like failure. We feel guilty if we aren't busy. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. We say things like, I'm so busy, as if it is a compliment. But here is a truth that might sting. There is a massive difference between motion and progress. A rocking chair moves constantly, it never gets anywhere. The Stoics understood the power of strategic non-action. This does not mean being lazy. It means knowing when to push and knowing when to wait. It means having the courage to be still while the mud settles and the water becomes clear. Sometimes the best thing you can do for your goals is to step back and let things unfold. If you plant a seed in a garden, you do not dig it up every 5 minutes to check its progress. That kills the plant. You water it, you give it sunlight, and then you trust the process. Most of our action is actually anxiety in disguise. We take frantic steps because we are afraid things won't work out. But frantic steps usually lead to expensive mistakes. They lead to burnout. They lead to saying things we regret and making decisions we later hate. When you learn to be still, you begin to hear your intuition. You start taking inspired action instead of desperate action. Inspired action feels light. It feels right. It leads to 10 times the results with a fraction of the effort. Be still enough to receive the direction you need. Rule 6. Gratitude as a magnetic field. Most people treat gratitude like a thank you note, something you write after you get what you want. But for the Stoic, gratitude is a tool you use before anything arrives. Gratitude is the frequency of abundance. When you are genuinely grateful for what you already have, you broadcast a signal. That signal says, I am a receiver. I notice good things. I appreciate life. And the universe, it gives you more of what you appreciate. If you constantly complain about what is missing, you broadcast lack. You tell the world that you are empty, and the world just mirrors that emptiness back to you. This is not magic, this is psychology. When you practice gratitude, your brain literally rewires itself to look for more things to be grateful for. You start noticing opportunities that your complaining mind was completely blind to. You start appreciating the people around you, which makes them want to give you more. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Start each day with 3 things you are grateful for, not just the big things, the small things, the warmth of your coffee, the sound of rain, the fact you woke up breathing. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. When you appreciate what you have increases in value." Rule 7. Master your emotional state. We often think our emotions just happen to us. I am sad because they left. I am angry because I lost. I am anxious because things are uncertain. We act like emotions are weather, something that blows in and we just have to endure it. But the Stoics knew something different. Emotions are not reactions to the world. Emotions are created by our interpretations of the world. If you want to manifest a high-level life, you must develop emotional sovereignty. You cannot be a victim of your own feelings. Seneca taught, "A mind which seeks the truth stays focused on what is eternal, not what is temporary." When a strong emotion rises, fear, jealousy, rage, do not push it away. Pushing just makes it stay longer. Instead, observe it. Look at it like a scientist examining a specimen. Ask yourself, what thought am I thinking right now that is creating this feeling? Usually the feeling comes from a story you are telling yourself. He didn't text back, so he must hate me. I lost the deal, so I am a failure. They looked at me wrong, so they are judging me. When you change the story, the emotion changes. When you master your emotions, you master your energy. And since manifestation is an energy game, you become a master creator. You stop leaking power through useless drama. You channel everything into your vision. If you are ready to claim this power, type in the comments, "I am the master of my emotions." Rule 8. The secret of enough. This next rule sounds like a contradiction, but stay with me. One of the fastest ways to manifest more is to realize you already have enough. You might ask, if I already have enough, why would I try to manifest anything? Fair question, but here is the truth. The energy of enough is the only solid foundation for more. When you feel like you have enough, you stop being desperate. And as we discussed, desperation repels. When you feel like you have enough, you relax, you stop chasing, you start attracting. Seneca was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, yet he would regularly spend days living like a poor man. Simple food, rough clothes. He did this to prove to himself that his happiness did not depend on his bank account. This made him fearless. When you are not afraid of losing what you have, and you are not desperate for more, you operate from pure power. You take bigger risks, you speak more boldly, you make decisions based on vision, not fear. You attract wealth because you are not chasing it to fill a hole. You attract it because you are a match for it. You manifest from fullness, not emptiness. Enough is not the enemy of more. Enough is the prerequisite for more. Rule 9. The courage to be yourself. You cannot manifest a life that belongs to someone else. Think about it. How many of your goals are actually yours? How many came from society, from your parents, from comparing yourself to people on a screen? We chase the car, the title, the relationship, because we think it will make us look successful to people we do not even like. But the Stoics knew that the only path to real power is through your authentic self. Marcus Aurelius warned, "Do not waste what remains of your life in speculating about your neighbors unless it is for the benefit of others." He meant, stop looking sideways, look inward. When you live a lie, you create internal friction. You are in a career you hate, pretending to be passionate. You are in a relationship that drains you, pretending everything is fine. That friction acts like a brake on your entire life. It is like driving with one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake. Lots of noise, no movement. When you have the courage to be authentic, the brake comes off. You align with your true path. The right people find you. The right opportunities appear. The universe rewards authenticity with speed. Stop trying to fit into rooms that were not built for you. Stop performing for crowds that do not know you. Your weirdness is your power. Your uniqueness is your magnet. Stand out. Lead your own life. Rule 10. Trust the timing. This is the final rule, the one that ties everything together. You must learn to trust the timing of your life. The Stoics called this amor fati, the love of fate, not just accepting what happens, but loving it, embracing it, believing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. We often think we know when things should happen. We want the money now, the relationship now, the breakthrough now, but the universe has a wider view than we do. Sometimes a delay is protection. Sometimes the reason you have not manifested the big thing yet is because you are not ready for it. If you give a small child $1 million, you ruin their life. They lack the wisdom to handle it. The universe waits until you are strong enough to carry what you are asking for. Trust that if it has not happened yet, there is more for you to learn, or something better is coming that you cannot yet see. When you trust the timing, you relax. And as we started this journey by saying, relaxation is the key to manifestation. You do your work, you stay present. You treat people with kindness, you keep your heart open, and you stop fighting the river. You start flowing with it. Everything you are seeking is also seeking you. It is just waiting for you to become the person who can receive it. You now have the 10 rules that guided emperors, slaves, and sages for 2,000 years. You have the blueprint to stop chasing and start attracting, to stop begging and start becoming. But here is the hard truth. Wisdom without action is just entertainment. If you turn off this video and go back to your old habits of worrying and rushing and reacting, then these minutes were wasted. Do not let this be just another video you watch and forget. Do not let the noise of the world pull you back under. The Stoics did not have vision boards. They did not spend their time wishing on stars. They had a vision of character. They knew that when you fix the person inside, the world outside has no choice but to change. It is a law of nature. You do not get what you want, you get who you are. I want you to make a commitment right now. Pick one rule from this list, just one. Apply it for the next 24 hours. Prove to yourself that this works. Watch how people react to your new calm. Watch how opportunities appear when you stop choking them with desperate energy. Your journey is already complete. Everything you want is already on its way. Stay in the flow, maintain your discipline. If you found value in this masterclass, hit that like button right now. It helps more people find this message, people who are drowning in the noise of the modern world. If this touched your soul, share it with one person who is struggling right now. Be the reason they find their peace today. Now I want to see your vision. Comment below exactly what you are going to manifest using these Stoic rules. A new career? Deeper love? Unshakable peace? Write it down. When you write it, you make it real. And to seal this message into your heart, comment one last time. I relax, I trust, I receive. Subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned. We build calm strength here every single day. You are not alone on this path. Stay strong, stay sovereign, live according to your highest self. I will see you in the next one.